Let's bring in Tomi Lahren, host of OutKick's Tomi Lahren is Fearless. Tomi, first of all, Merry Christmas to you. Am I right? Is Pete Buttigieg in over his head?
He's absolutely in over his head. I'm actually surprised he's not on paternity leave right now as we have more chaos. But anytime he can get a chance to get on mainstream media, of course, he's going to do that. But what I find most interesting about what Pete has said, especially today, is that this is not going to happen again. Well, Rachel, you and I both know because we both travel quite a bit. This has happened several times now. This happened last year, whether it's Southwest or American or United. It seems like this is a continuing problem. But each time he goes on the news, he vows it won't happen again. And then it happens again. He vows to hold the airlines accountable. Then it happens again. There is no accountability for anybody in this administration, and Americans suffer because of it.
He said there's going to be consequences. So what are these consequences?
Yeah, we don't know what the consequences are because, again, if there were real consequences, we would have seen them now after this has happened several times. But you know what I wish, Rachel? I wish that the Biden administration would be as excited about holding these airlines accountable for flight delays and cancellations as they were imposing a face diaper mandate, making sure everybody masked up between bites, because as we know, the airlines had to be responsible for that, but not so much customers being stuck in airports for days on end.
Yeah, I wish they cared about heating costs for people on fixed incomes who now are freezing to death as well. I think really at the heart of it, Tomi, is that the Biden administration is so focused on equity and affirmative action. If they weren't, we wouldn't have a Pete Buttigieg. We wouldn't have a Kamala Harris. We wouldn't have a Karine Jean-Pierre.
Well, and let's also keep in mind that their other religion is climate change, and so they do everything they can to strap these airlines with regulations and to make fuel more expensive. And let's not forget, it doesn't impact them because they fly private on our dime. Pete Buttigieg has done that himself. So it doesn't impact them. They go on TV, they make themselves feel like they've done something, and Americans still sit in airports for days on end.
Yeah, but he wished you a happy Kwanzaa, Tomi.
Yeah, always wonderful when they can just put a nice little celebration and wrap it in a little bow. It's kind of like Kamala Harris wishing us a happy Memorial Day. This never seems to end with this administration. No accountability, all just PR junkets, one after the other.
So what do you think is going to be the media reaction, or even the reaction from the people that are suffering at the airports and even in Buffalo?
Well, again, what Pete has often said is that the airlines need to take accountability for this, and they do. But if the government's not imposing any consequences, we're going to continue to see this. Now, he's also tweeted earlier today that he hopes that other airlines will put a cap on their fees so that people can take those flights. We have a massive backup and a worker shortage and a supply chain crisis that's still in effect. And you're also seeing the ramifications of when you impose a vaccine mandate on the airlines. Let's not forget how we got into this mess. Southwest is also saying that they're having a problem getting workers to show up. Well, I wonder why that happened. It all goes back to their precious COVID lockdowns and everything they did thereafter with their COVID policy. And we are still in the aftermath of that.
Yeah, traveling has never been worse. It feels like we're in a third world country every time we go to the airport now, as we have to deal with all of these things. Tomi Lahren, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much. And I'm excited that you're going to be in Nashville very soon. We will welcome you to Music City with open arms.
Thank you. I'm so excited to go. Thanks, Tomi. See you there.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.